The legend of how Rome came to be begins with a kingdom called Alba Longa. It was ruled by a king named Numitor. One day, Amulus, Numitor's evil brother, stole the throne from him. Once he was king, Amulus grew worried about one of Numitor's children or grandchildren seeking revenge. He had Numitor's son killed. Then he forced Numitor's daughter, Rhea Silvia, to become a priestess of the goddess Vesta. This meant she could never have children. It isn't completely clear who Romulus and Remus's father was. Many versions of the myth claim it was the god Mars. In any case, Rhea Silvia somehow became pregnant and gave birth to twin boys. Amulus felt threatened by the news that Numitor's daughter had had children. He ordered one of his servants to drown the twins in the Tiber River. The servant couldn't bear to watch young children die, so instead he floated them downstream in a crib. Then a wolf happened to spot them. Legend has it that she mistook the boys for wolf pups and nursed them as though she were their mother. A woodpecker also helped to feed them. The Romans considered these two animals to be symbols of Mars, further proof he was the boy's father. Gonna pause, go ahead and answer that question there. Section 2. Brothers were adopted by a shepherd. One day, a shepherd named Faustulus and his wife Acca Laurentia stumbled upon the boys and adopted them. They named them Romulus and Remus. The twins grew up as common people, unaware of their royal blood. When the two boys were about 18, Remus was arrested by Amulus's men. Numitor was asked to punish them, but when Romulus came to free his brother, Numitor recognized his long-lost grandsons. Together, with the help of the wicked king's frustrated subjects, Romulus and Remus killed Amulus. Numitor ruled as the rightful king once more. Go ahead and pause and answer the related question above. Twins wanted to start their own city. Rather than stay in Alba Longa, Romulus and Remus decided to build a new city. But they argued fiercely over where to build their new home and who should rule it. Romulus wanted to build a city on Palatine Hill, while Remus preferred Aventine Hill. They decided to settle the question through augury, a form of fortune-telling in which the will of the gods is determined. In this case, through the flights of birds. Each brother waited on his chosen hill and watched for birds. Remus was the first to receive an omen, or fortune. He saw 6 vultures. Romulus's vultures came later, but when they came, he saw 12. The brothers continued to argue because they could not agree on which omen was better, and Remus began construction on his city. He named it Roma, after himself. Ancient historians say there are several different stories about Remus's fate. In most versions of the myth, Romulus attempted to build a wall around his city, which Remus then easily jumped over. Romulus was offended by this insult. He or one of his supporters killed Remus. Romulus buried Remus, but Rome lived on, eventually growing into the center of one of the longest-lived and largest empires in history. The story of Rome's founding is one of the most famous in Roman mythology.